Good afternoon, everyone. From Yash Chavan of MIT School of Film and Television. Great to see you here for our webinar on the work of a director. I would like to introduce you to our speaker of the day, none other than our honorary director, film guru, Samar Nakathe. He will take you through a director's perspective on filmmaking. Go for it, sir. Samar, sir, you can go ahead.
Samar sir, please unmute yourself.
In the meantime, if you have any questions, please you can message them and they will be answered at the end of the session or in between the session. We'll give you messages about that. There will be a Q&A at the end of the session.
Samar sir, please unmute yourself.
Samar sir will be taking you right from pre-production to post-production.
Okay.
Yeah.
All through the stages of filmmaking.
Okay. Namaskar. It's really interesting and nice to talk to all of you, those who are really interested and enthusiastically looking forward in the great world of cinema, film, whatever you call. Many times when we watch any film or when we encounter these kinds of various experiences on various kinds of screens, from our mobile to laptop or to other kinds of screens, it's a very interesting phenomena happens to us that director takes us through a very, very interesting journey, which in a way makes us think, entertain, or sometimes make us look at the world around us. So what is that exactly? That why we call director is an important person, or many times people call that it's a director's medium. Please try to understand that when somebody wishes to create a certain kind of motion picture oriented experience, there are so many persons working in it. So it's one of the context is that there is a people from cinematography, sound, editing, designing, costume, makeup, performers, music directors, set designers, so many people, including production, management, etc., etc. Then why and what is that crucial aspect where people say this is this director's film, or in the credit you get film made by him or her, or at the end of it you see it is the director's title come at the end. What is the role and responsibility of the director? How do you become a director? That is the crucial. Now, most of the persons who watch a film, they get an experience. So here, if you really want to know the work of the director, the process of the director, what this director has already done is the constructed or decoded all the audiovisual elements in a particular manner, which will be received by you. But then why and how this process starts? So one thing is somewhere somebody is having an idea. So idea to screen is the process. But in idea to the screen is a very lengthy process. It takes over so many months, years, or sometimes more than a couple of years. But finally it reaches the screen. Prior to that, somebody must have an idea. Sometimes it may be your original idea. You may have taken it from short story, novel, or some other kind of a references, or even actual events or something. So that idea crystallized in the form, which is processed in certain phase of the production, which is called pre-production process. So idea to script is the basic element. Sometimes director collaborate with the scriptwriter. Sometimes scriptwriter work and offer it that material. So from a written document or a certain created document, the total film is made into an audio-visual experience. Now, somebody who visualizes that, somebody who is almost controlling every aspect or creatively organizing those elements so that viewer get a complete experience, It may be emotional, it may be intellectual, it may be even sheer experience of thrill of witnessing something on the screen. So first thing is the director must understand what we call as a screen language. Otherwise, what happens most of the time, people or the young minds, they're either infatuated, excited, hyper about it, and they feel just responding as a viewer will take them to the steps of a director. No, somebody has encoded that material in a particular manner. Unless and until you change your mindset of decoding that beyond viewership to a maker's way of looking, and therefore director is completely having his control, or in a sense expressive talents, abilities and skills which spread over every aspect of cinema, and therefore director's work is an important, because it is not only saying lights, camera, action, or okay, cut it. No, most of these terms are being very casually or very in a joking way being used. But before come to that point, director has worked so much. So when the idea is getting processed, it is which form, which genre, which stylistic logic with which he would like to know. What kind of a visual aspect, including settings, locations, character journeys, the situations happening in a particular dramatic positioning with a particular pace structure. So in first 5 minutes, what is going to happen? In the next 20 minutes, what is going to happen? Where the character is going to shift from this, where the tension will be released, etc. Where it is planned and crafted in the particular document, it is called script. But from the written script, director goes to make his own directorial script or director script, which further gets progressed into shooting script, which is according to the location, according to the schedule and other aspects, it becomes a short breakdown script. That means if there are 80 scenes in the film, scene number 7, scene number 9, scene number 13, scene number 52 are to be shot in the garden. But one is in the evening, one is in the early morning, and 2 are in the night when the situation is a little bit different. So location wise, this scene, along with that, how much is the logic of intensity with which that scene has to remain on the screen? Okay, so I have written, so that is what we call as the time design on which the director has worked. One is the location, or generally what we call as the space construction. Another is the time construction. So cinema is an audio-visual expression media, but its audio-visual is perceived in various forms, various manner in which it has been put forward to you. But actually it is what you watch is a space, that is a location, part of the location, part of the unit. Like suppose the event taking place here now. So it may start in another room where somebody is stealing something from my drawer or my cupboard, and I'm just working here. So it may start there, or it may show that I'm working engrossed, so I'm not paying attention in that room what is happening. So that is where space character relationship is properly planned, blended, and it will have its own growth pattern. So director is a certain way pre-visualize the total aspect of audiovisual structural design. So what director does is requires a way of looking at the written context. Before written context, this product, is it going to be thriller? It is going to be comedy. Is it going to be a kind of a action oriented? Is it going to be a kind of a political drama? Is it going to be the what we call as a mixed vein camp comedy, etc. So the treatment development in the script creates the manner in which either the locations, the lighting, whether it's going to work on day or night, after 2 days, days of events, then I'm crossing after 8 months, and then I'm coming back 6 months before. So the chronology of the event is organized in the manner so the unfolding of the story will have a complete control of the director. So it is not just a chronological watch today, tomorrow morning, 3 days later, 6 months later, 8 years later. If you've seen certain films, like if you remember, if I'm taking a film like Titanic, it starts with a particular point, it goes 70, 80 years later, it goes underneath in the very bottom of the sea and come back 70 years back or 80 years back. So this whole narrative or the way of storytelling is a event structured design. That is what we broadly call as a plot structure. Okay, so it is not just randomly take a camera. I want to tell you something. So I take a camera, I shoot an event. No. Another context here is that what is the importance of that location? Film is happening or the event is happening in the hospital, but I don't directly go to the hospital ward. I go to the position where somebody's rushing up and he or she doesn't know where the relative has been kept and confused way running in the hospital corridors inquiring. Or I may show and start where it is a critical condition. I can show you that particular some electrical or electronic gadgets put around the patient, which is fluctuating, that his breathing and his equipment is running up and down. You see the heartbeat. And then I'll tell you that this is the critical condition for which the son is running for the father. So this whole way or the manner in which these events and these logics are going to be unfolded for the audience, it is not randomly. And that is where director must have the knowledge of literature, knowledge of storytelling, knowledge of event and the dramatic construction. Here, along with the dramatic construction, like something happening in the room. The woman is looking out of the room towards the, through the balcony or through the window to the greenery around the house. And it takes her back to her childhood, to her ancestral place when she was 8-year-old girl. Now, this is where the spaces are going to get interlinked. So from this greenery, I'm going to go to the greenery of the grandmother's ancestral area, ancestral place, where she's jumping as a 10-year-old girl from a mango tree. So this is where it is not only the acting, it is not only one thing, it is the very cohesive way of understanding. Now, when the events are happening, what we call, and therefore, director is providing a fixed vision to you. That is what we call frame. So director must be clear about his framing, what is included, what is including or excluding in the frame, and that frame is continuously changing. That means if the character moves towards the door, whether to go with the character or just leave the empty frame in which the banging of the door sound should come, or while he leaves the character, the rushed up mother, because he has forgotten his examination card, by that time he has left. So this kind of a dramatic anxieties, interest values are properly pre-visualized and then it is processed into director's script. Here the context is framed as a magnification value. What is a magnification value? Because when you are taking a shot, that is where the camera is switched on till the camera is switched off, is called a one single shot. But that shot is not as it is being used. So it will be edited. It will have a definite beginning and definite end in it. So you should be pre-visualizing that here it will cut or here the character goes out the frame. And then I move the camera to the right side where somebody is bending down and taking out so that he has gone and somebody is stealing. So this interconnectivity within a given space, beyond a given space, or another space is connected to it. For example, one lady is taking the child to the school, getting into an auto rickshaw. Auto rickshaw starts moving. Cut to somebody is on the local train station in Mumbai, rushing up. By that time, trainman has gone, left the station, and therefore he's missed a train and he's giving an expression. Third is taxiwala is waiting, and the guy says that take me to this particular place. So all these four characters are coming. They miss, somebody misses the bus, somebody misses the train, somebody has got trouble with the auto rickshaw, somebody has got something. And these four missed persons to their destination, they are only saved people because in that train there is a bomb. So this is where the dramatic values are interwoven. They are not just blatantly, crudely, absolutely uninterestingly, flatly just covered. Many times what we feel that camera is a faithfully recording machine, but camera doesn't have that specific, and therefore director chooses what is the visual power of that shot. Whether it's a magnification value with a closeness, detail, interconnectivity, or other aspects. So in the canteen discussion, suppose all four persons are talking, but one is restless because probably he is feeling that his father may not send him for future studies. So how to give importance to the emotional context of the character, and some of his girlfriend or class friend realizes that he is keeping quiet. Now here we work on the audio structure also. So during the conversation, the canteen variable sounds are going to happen, in which this stable conversation is happening. Other students and the friends are talking. And when there is a question about what you will be pursuing after your degree, I slowly withdraw the conversational sound and I introduce the sound of the father that there's no money. I can't support you now. So now I bring the father's sound in the canteen space. And that's why cinema is called audio visual, because all these things are understood by you because there are variables of audio visual. One, placement of a camera, frame, angle, axis, camera movement, character movement, nature of the space. Like I go to the apartment where I come back to that apartment after 12 years. And my next scene is 12 years earlier when I lost my child. I decided to leave this city, and the whole film is unfolded. The sweet or a tender emotional moments in that apartment where I've entered 10 years back. So that's where it is a creative journey of taking the audience with various aspects of one, script as a language, second, as the audiovisual construction language, placement, camera, lensing, focusing, lighting. Same room looks at night when there is an uneasiness to me. Same bed looks to me because there's just thin ray of light or a strip of light is falling on the bed, and the crumpled bed, and I'm just tossing and turning, and a small shadow of branches being seen on the opaque aspect glass of the window. And then I turn, and from that shadow, I start feeling that I'm running in a jungle. And that is where all these aspects are interwoven. So director is the complete, he has got this whole complete process of pre-understanding, visualizing. But that is not kind of a rigid thing. So during the process, he said, yeah, it is possible. She rushes out of the apartment, but now I'm using that she's descending down the elevator is a very critical interest, that she's getting separated from the husband. And then I go to the location, I decide to do it, and I feel that instead of she rushes to the elevator, she presses, but the elevator is not working, and then she starts descending down the staircase, and through the staircase well, I show that she's slowly receding from the life of this character. So the space character relationship, dramatic values, location use, location psychology, character psychology, There are so many aspects director has to take into account. Along with in the pre-production element, location scouting, location hiring, location value, location related budget, location related where the equipment will go, where the crew members will stay, where the food will be supplied, what kind of a condition. Once a couple of years back, so many years back, I was teaching, and there was shooting some very simple event, but that was the temperature was -5. So at -5, when you are placing a camera and the actor has to come and rehearse for next 15 minutes, what will happen to you during the take? So there are various human considerations. Everybody is looking at you. Somebody looks at you for guidance. Somebody looks you for support. Somebody is really thinking whatever he has contributed, you will sort of appreciate that. Somebody will say that, okay, as an actor says, can I do that? So he or she will offer you in 2-3 ways and say, this is better. Hold on to your look. Okay, you turn and hold on to the look, because here I'll be adding the music of the psychology, which is not happening during the shooting. So pre-production, that means before actual shooting, lot of activities, probably rehearsals, dialogue rehearsals, costume trials, makeup trials, sometimes certain events, including suppose there is a music and dance and the choreography and dance rehearsals, action rehearsals, stunt per people rehearsals. Suppose I'm breaking that property glass, so I must understand how much that kind of a force will look into particular way. So I'll do some dummy work, etc., etc. So the whole process before started shooting. There are some aspects will be treated in the post-production that we call VFX or the special effects or digital effects. So earlier, a couple of days, I met when they were talking about the film like Life of Pi. So the boat and the sea is there. So probably structurally some boat is there, but rest of the storm and everything is generated. The tiger is generated. Now, how in totality it will look like? What kind of a psychological feel or tension it will generate? What kind of a state of that person after 38 minutes when he's hanging and floating in the water, soaked, completely tired and exhausted? Now, there are variables in it. It is not just, and therefore we never shoot, or we most of the time never shoot in chronology of the order of joining. So that is out of sequence shooting, bringing it back into a particular order, that is what called joining in the sequence structure. So I may take only shot number 3, 7, 9, 13, 18. Then I'll take 2, 4, 16, 16, 22, 28. Then I'll take 5, 11, 17, 23, 29. But I must have that flow logic. That is what we call continuity. So director has the complete configuration logic. This piece will go here. In this dialogue, I will take her reaction when she bangs the plate and walks out. But as she bangs the plate, he clenches his teeth or a fist. Now, these are shorter elements, but they are taken into order, broken into subsections. So shot may be taken for 25 seconds, but it will be broken into 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Now that is where the order of joining may vary in the editing. Therefore, shooting is planned, scheduled. Otherwise, there will be heavy budget. I can't keep all the people sitting or getting used. So I'll say on 13th and 15th, I want these 100 people. On 17th, I'll require only these 4 actors. On 19th, I'll require this camera, this lens, this lighting condition at night, and 2 vehicles. So this whole complete production planning, production budgeting, therefore it's what we call production language. Director must understand, because he's spending somebody else's money. You are accountable for that. You just cannot say that I want to do this way, I want to do that way. Do you require a particular equipment? Do you require a particular kind of a camera? Do you require a particular camera motion kind of a thing, the gadgets? And if you want to chase sequence, you want to go steady cam, etc. Most of the time what is happening, all these people are professionals. Those will be participating and contributing to that. And they work with the various kinds of conferences, meetings, trials, creative and other technical interactions that happens in pre-production. Sometimes we go and do a kind of a complete production presentation value.
The location looks like that. Location at night looks like that. Steps at which she is running and she's fall down and suddenly somebody is going to stab her. Where in the moonlight, whether that blood is going to flow and it should shine. And suddenly from that blood flow, I'm going to go into the memory of nightmare. This is where so many audio-visual factors are happening. And therefore, as not only they are looking, but the most important job of the director is to creatively, properly, as a task maker, finish in a stipulated time with the budget, with the other resources and plus and minus points, completing. Otherwise, what will happen? If you are disjointed, like you are supposed to take 100 shots, and if you could take only 18 shots per day, the whole my budget will go haywire. After 6 days, some artists will say, I have to go for another shooting. And that is not possible. And therefore, director is responsible for certain coordinated, cohesive, contributory, creative, technical, practically oriented, and also putting that team together. Otherwise, somebody's energy will sap, somebody will get frustrated, somebody's ego issues will start coming. So sometimes the person is guide, sometimes he's a leader, sometimes we say that is taking care as a person, a father figure, because there are children, you have to make them. After 4 retakes, the child is lost his originality, is bored with it 5th retake. How to charge the child character? Okay, talk to him, go to the level, and suddenly child may give you a very interesting expression or a certain action which will completely almost create a miracle in your shot. And therefore, director's role is throughout running into it. So one is the shooting. Then after 2 days, 3 days, what I have shot, what is okay, what is not okay, what we have to redo, what is the audio level, what is the quality, what is the dialogue delivery. Okay, in the same location, I have to choose 3 kinds of characters. After 5 years, changed costume, changed makeup, aging process. But I shoot it like today I shoot when the character is 55-year-old. After 2 days, I shoot when the character is 27-year-old. And after 4 days, I shoot when the character is 64-year-old. This is where all the jumbled up pieces, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. It's only clear to the director. And then also it will be refined. Also, he should be what we call, he should be able to call a shot. At which point you say that I got a correct shot, which is the correct intensity. Camera person says it's good. Sound person says it's good. The camera moving person says it's very good. But I feel that actor has missed that pause, which is very critically interesting. And then I will talk to the actor. That last word, swallow, take a deep breath. As if you are swallowing that you are being insulted, give a very interesting smile and a very cynical, sinister smile. Very softly give that dialogue. So he should be able to get the perfect.
Sir, Naghate sir's internet connection is low, so I think he'll be rejoining in a while.
Okay, let's do one thing. Let's take questions meanwhile. Bataiye, do you have any queries, questions till this stage? I can handle them till Samarbhai rejoins. So do ask whatever you'd like to ask on the lecture up till now. We did get some queries on the thing. Samarbhai, are you back?
Not yet, sir. Not yet.
Not yet.
Uh, uh, people can raise their hands. Yeah, we have one person. Mr. Purushottam. So I'll
Let
unmute him and
Let me ask this, let me reply to this. Somebody has asked here, okay, what is the difference between script and screenplay? It's not a question directly related to what Samar Bhai was saying, but I'll simply tell you there is no difference. They're effectively the same. What we call the script are
Yes.
various versions of the
Samar
screenplay.
sir
Is
is
Samar
back.
Bhai is back, so just
Yes.
let's mute me. I'll do it myself.
Yeah. Samar sir, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, Kia.
Yeah.
Are you
yeah,
getting
yeah.
me now?
Yes.
I'm getting only MIT logo.
Okay. Yes. We
Are
can
you
hear
getting
sir.
me?
We can hear you, sir.
Can you? So I'm getting only an audio.
Okay. Okay. Now we can see. Yes.
Your आ गया, sir. I'm not getting my image. Mute है. Okay. Now you're getting both audio visual?
Yes. We are getting both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question which is very common being asked for last so many years, I won't say 30, 40, 60, 100 years, script and screenplay. Don't go into the kind of a terminology and the dictionary kind of a thing. Script is any written aspect or a form which is either being used as it is or modified. There may be script which is written for the printing purposes. There may be script for the audio or radio or other purposes. There may be script for what we call as a play. It's a written way of dialogues or in some material. Film script is from idea is processed into the event structure like scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. Okay, when it has been properly written with the location narrative, location quality value narrative, the character and their look or the emotional state narrative. Okay, like he enters in the restaurant at 10 o'clock, restaurant is or the dhaba is about to getting closed. He's very dark, hunchback. He seems to be in a pain. Probably he's bleeding at some point. Walks limping towards the counter, and the counter wala is Mr. So and so counting the notes. He looks. He's about to switch off. His hand goes to the switch off, and suddenly in the darkness, you see against the street light this hunched, limping character walking. Now, this is what we call as the complete screenplay, and in which he reaches the counter and the counter manager says, restaurant is closed. The guy keeps on walking and in a guttural voice, in a very bass, painful voice, he says, I'm hungry. Now, this whole character-oriented, character value-oriented, character emotional cue-oriented totality is written with the dialogues and other references called screenplay. So script and the screenplay is the total document based on which so many other persons will be working on the look, the lighting, the mood, even the audio levels. They will be using that as a document that is called screenplay. Otherwise, some printed form of scene 1, exterior, interior, morning, evening. That is not. Somewhere that processed, pre-visualized document is called screenplay. I hope I have answered your question. Next, anybody? Shall I continue with the post-production? Try and understand. When the material is brought, it is brought into the area where the director starts using it with the help of editor and start aligning the event. So that is what we call basically assembly, rough cut, trimming, making the impact value, then changing the impact value, removing something which is not fitting properly or unnecessarily slowing down the pace. So pace, rhythm, structure, dramatic flow action, intercutting patterns, transitions, fade in, fade out, value, sound levels. So soundtrack blending, soundtrack creating, layering of the soundtracks, slowly emerging into the music codes and conventions, then the other interpretation. That's where the post-production activity, editing, post-production visuals, post-production sound, sound effects, visual effects, the other technical context. And this is how the process keeps on going. That is called post-production activity. So idea to screen, and then other processes of preview, and then other aspects. So preview and testing and trialing, and then technical aspects of color corrections and this and that, and etc. etc. Okay, any other question, Amit sir? Anybody is asking? I don't get any sound.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
We can wind up the talk, and then we can take the questions.
Yeah, therefore I said, any question, just let me know the question so I can answer. Any questions?
Shrikant sir, would you present the questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Samas, sir, basically, students,
Yeah.
they want to know
Yeah.
whether it is important for a director to know cinematography or to know sound or editing. Is it going to help him?
Yeah, I know, understand. I said collaborative context. That does not mean somebody who is driving the racing car is not the automobile engineer. Don't be under impression. Now, this is where why creatively, audiovisually, if I want to create a certain experience and impact, I must know the element, but the professional people will be handling for you. It's a collaborative way, but I should know what kind of a lens creates that kind of impact, what kind of a movement on which if I cut, it will create a jerk, which will give a shock value, which I have to add with a sound shock value, etc., etc. So it is the total understanding of audiovisual language, but they are not going to be the actual cinematographers. It's a highly professional skilled job. And therefore, the creative contribution of cinematographer, sound person, editor, and other team members. Yeah, I should understand my camera is pulling back, so the character is going to get demagnified, and the demagnification is going for 15 seconds. And in that 15 seconds, I'm slowly going to fade in the music. So that is the pace of the trolley pulling back with the pace of the music, which will be talking with the music, background music score creator. And that is why it is in totality, you must understand the ingredients, but that is not that technically all the nooks and cons you are understanding. The filmmaker is in totality creating a product, but that does not mean he is everything. As a cinematographer, he knows, but he knows how to get the best through that equipment with the professional person as taking that responsibility, and it's contributory enriching the total impact. That is why it is. Otherwise, you choose like you become a doctor. But if you want to become a surgeon, it's a different. If you want to become an anesthetist, it's a different. Okay. But doctor must understand what kind of anesthesia should be used for this kind of a surgery, which kind of a radiologist you have to say. So based on that radiology impact, I will send it to particular surgeon. So this is where that whole understanding is there, but not necessarily all the operational or practical kind of a maneuvering things. Otherwise, there is no point. And this whole notion about this amateurish single-handed filmmaking beyond certain point doesn't work, because all the time I feel I'm the great person. I know the camera, I know the sound, I know the editing, I know the acting. Then you only become yourself also the viewer. That's okay. You make and you watch. No, that is not a fair way of looking at things. It's a complete product. It's a design, including its marketing, its posters, its positioning, music getting released. Yes, somebody is expert in that. Marketing is there with you. But you have to create a product so that it will reach to the desired viewership. Otherwise, it becomes like it's a very vague question. Like, I got a bat, therefore I'll do the bowling also, and there also do the batting also, and therefore I'll do the fielding also, and therefore I'll do the catching also, and there also do the wicket keeping also, and I'll also be my own umpire. That is not the question here. It is that collaborative, creative energy pulled together. Everyone contributes, somebody gives suggestions, somebody respects, somebody decides. Sometimes the actor gives you, I'll try this scene in this way. What cinematographer is going to do that? A makeup artist suggests that I'm changing the wig in this context. And therefore, it is not only cinematography, I said, costume design, makeup, handling the mood and the feelings of the character, voice modulation, all those things. Most of you are stuck with the context of gadgetry application skills. Cinema filmmaker is a creative person with a technology and the cohesive aspect of expressing through that language. Keep that in mind. Okay, next.
Sir, lot of questions are there where
Yeah.
students are asking what is the difference between director's script and screenplay.
Screenplay or the scriptwriter script does not enter. Scriptwriter is not permitted to cross the boundaries of suggesting camera placement, angle, axis, lensing, image magnification. Early morning, the castle, this thing happening is description. That will not suggest close shot of a window, camera pulls down. No, that is not your area. Not only that, here I may suggest the morning sound, but I may add a music in it. Okay, even I may cut to the interior mirror image of a lady combing her hair, from which I may feel, because I feel close shot to the lady is lonely in the big castle. For that closeness, that is the proximity space or the magnification value, to the extreme long shot is the space dynamics, which scriptwriter is not going to do. This is my visualization. I have pre-visualized it. I have tried it 2-3 ways and I choose in a particular way in the final version. That scriptwriter is not supposed to dictate and decide. And therefore it's called director script, short breakdown script, camera positioning, what we call floor plan. From this axis, I'll take 5 shots. From this axis, I'll take 2 shots, in which I'll take a pan shot, in which on the pan, I'm slowly pulling out and including the character. So the actor's entry comes from the kitchen with the taking the cake, with the lights or the candles of the cake is illuminating the face. And the glitter in the eyes of a mother is very happy moment. And those candle glitter in the eyes of the mother is not scriptwriter rights. It's what I decide. And then I tell that actress that hold that cake this way. So those beautiful flames and that warm yellow or the color is giving a radiation to your motherly feeling, which scriptwriter doesn't write. And in which I want to handle the actor. Never forget, scriptwriter doesn't tell you casting, costume, makeup, dialogue delivery, mood, pace of the dialogues, body movements, body gestures, postures. Scriptwriter doesn't deal it. That's a director's process. And during the rehearsals, during the timings, during the interactive logics between 2 characters, I work it out. Sometimes I improvise. So it's an open script. And that happens. That is called shooting. It gets its own shape. It gets own emotional, dramatic value. I said the dialogues are very good. But after the 3rd dialogue, take a deep breath, go into very base level, and very softly talk to your child. Break the word slowly. Don't utter the sentence completely, even if it is written. So sentence, if uttered for 5 seconds, here you take 17 seconds for that scene. So dialogue delivery, interactions, connectivity, emotional responses, that is not written in the script. So therefore we call it director script. Then the director script, then the short breakdown script. Then it's called shooting short breakdown script. From this axis, I'm going to take those 18 shots. From that axis with the continuity, I'm going to take 14 shots. From this axis with the crane top angle, I'm going to take shot number 6 matching with that, 9 with matching with that, with the exist, which I'm going to cut on the continuity on the staircase. So this is a complete audio visual spatio-temporal structural design. And after editing, because the length of the shot, position of the shot, camera angle, camera axis, lensing, lighting value, character displacement, makeup, all these things not written in the script. It's a directorial process of actualizing, visualizing. That is crucially important. that finally you watch on the screen. Go ahead, next.
Right. So one question
Yeah.
is there any scope of improvisation in direction? And if yes,
Yes,
then what
always.
is this?
Always. I'll suggest you. I was watching something and I was talking, like so many times happens. The girl comes in, she's very angry or irritated because she finds some letters about the father's, some other involvement in another woman. Okay, the script is written. And in the script, she goes through that content where the father is having an affair or something. Now here I take a decision. I'm not going to show the content of the letter. She just goes, opens the drawer, takes out the photograph of a father and mother and breaks it. The property related context, aging context, the purana photo, this is an old photograph, she tears it apart. That she feels that father has cheated. Now, probably in the script, she may be uttering or something. And then I cut to the close shot of her eyes where the tears are falling. So actually this is written, she tears the photograph end. And I feel that tears are trickling down, on which music is going to start in the editing, in the post-production track laying, because therefore I take that last shot 12 seconds more. So it's a spatio-temporal audio-visual actualization, which will be reworked in the editing phase, part 1, editing phase level 2, phase level 3. Sometimes some dialogues I delete, sometimes some action I delete, sometimes I overlap the dialogues, I remove certain reaction, I add and support it. So it's a complete directorial process. Director doesn't execute only. Don't be under impression. Sometimes the scene takes place in a different shape. It has been planned for 7 minutes. Finally, in the editing, it becomes very crisp and interesting and sharp, which is 4.5 minutes. So that is where it's an audio-visual, spatio-temporal, complete pre-visualization to the final, even the soundtrack mixing. I got 4 dialogues, but after the second dialogue, I remove the sound in the dialogue track, add the only environmental rain sound. And with the rain sound increasing, I add the music. With the music, camera tilts up and goes 2 years back through the sound of a radio in his hostel room. All the variables are with my hand. So therefore, it is audio-visual, spatio-temporal, structural design and impact for creative understanding of a narrative structure offered to the viewers. It is not just a mechanical thing. I may improvise. Let him tears the letter and throws it. Now, which is written, I have worked on it, but I'll take additional shot. Where it takes the letter, is about to tear, he folds it neatly. He again folds it. He again folds it, and it makes it into a tiny ball. And he keeps on playing with that tiny property ball and keeps looking, because now he's thinking about killing his wife, murdering his wife. Now this may be improvised. Sometimes some good actors say that, okay, I'll give a pause before that. I'll just turn and pick up the property. So it's so many factors are there: light, property, costume, makeup, the pace value, the rhythm value. There are so many things. So direction, if you are feeling that just execution, whatever written by the script writer or the short breakdown, sometimes I completely transform my script on the location. On the location, I feel that the exposed aspect, that the girl is so restless and she's suffocating. And therefore, all the time, wherever she is there, I compose an open window outside on the frame, which on the location, I take a decision. In the script of the short breakdown, she's completely choked up. But here I say that indicate there's an openness. Probably she will find a way out. And in the frame, she's completely choked, but I keep the window in the left where a small breeze or the wind is blowing and some papers on the table are trembling. This I may improvise. So don't go. It is not a mechanical, it's a creative process as a direction. And that is where otherwise it will be just mechanically using. Take a look to the left, lift a cup, take a sip, say a dialogue. No, he just holds the cup, keeps turning and finish all the dialogues. It may happen. That is how it is. Directors is the total creative process which spreads from idea to screen. That means till it reaches the screen, where audience is the final viewer decision or their response, for which he's done this whole effort. It's the creative expression offered to the viewers. That is the satisfaction. Any other question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How short film medium is different from feature film medium?
Okay.
There are a couple of questions which are related to that.
Okay, first, I'll clarify what happens. Let's understand these two concepts first. When the film started becoming, they were short films. That means at that time, the program was like the 7-minute film, 9-minute film, 14-minute film, and a program. There are 4 items in that program. Feature film concept came later when there are roughly more than 70 and odd things. And then according to the show planning and other kind of thing, where the audience will come and what kind of a thing. So feature length, that is the total duration of screen time. That is called feature film. Now, when you say short film is an independent creative unit. You can make a 2-minute short film. You can make a 27-minute short film. You can make a 44-minute short film. So generally lesser than 55, 50, 60 is taken as a short film. But 75, 80, 85 onwards is taken as feature film. And the feature length, that is the screen time duration. Therefore, it's called feature length. Earlier in episode, like if it's a program, the main is 22-minute film, one is 3-minute, another is 7-minute. Then it's called, what is the feature today? That is the main longer duration experience is called feature film. Okay. So they are totally being treated. Their space-time design is totally different. Their dramatic construction is totally different. Most of the time people feel just adding something or stretching 7-minute film or a 20-minute film, it will become a feature film. No. There are multiple possibilities and dimensions of character journeys, the characters and the dramatic construction curves going ups and downs. There are interwoven points at which the certain experiential positions for which you are creating that the audience goes at that point and suddenly becomes a shock value. They are totally, and therefore I'm making the word, this is audio visual spatio-temporal construction of a total expression called screen language aspect, audio visual. Sometimes something which I have not tried there, just because I add that scene, it will not become a feature length film. It will look damn idiotically boring. Many people have tried that. 20 minutes. Just recently somebody came to me, sir, my film got this award. This is 22 minutes. And when he landed up in the feature film script, it was even worse than the short film. Short film, he or she gets something because it's a 20 minutes, 18 minute, 17 minute film. Finally, it doesn't work out because whole dramatic flow, the character journeys, their context, motive, intention, goal, logics, their dramatic patterns flowing is not that easy. It's separately work in a short film. Short film is a short film as a different context of stylistic and audio visual spatio-temporal dramatic construction. Don't mix it to anything else. It will have its own power and capacity. I've seen people who have tried to stretch. Recently, somebody came to me, sir, I made a short film and I got awards in this kind of film. And when it showed me the script, even after 7 minutes, it was absolutely having no life, which could work in 18-minute film, which is not able to put even a 90-minute film. So don't be under impression by just adding something or stretching it, it will become. Structural design has to be audio-visual, spatio-temporal pattern, and the flow logics, the dramatic construction logic has to be prescribed for that we call as the screen time and audience response of other kinds of time, psychological time, emotional time, okay, what we call as the contraction of time, expansion of time, parallel time, synthetic time. Okay. Lyrical time. These are very different. Just by I have a concept, I work for 70 minutes and therefore I'm making a 100-minute film. Don't be doing that. And that is why it is a problem. Okay, go ahead. Next.
Sir, this question I should have asked you before, but
Yeah,
from a director's perspective,
yeah,
background music in the
yeah,
scene,
yeah.
is it mandatory or it should be kept raw,
Look,
or
look,
it
look,
is?
look, look, look. Again, you are talking as a typical schoolish, to be sorry to say, it was idiotic concept. Have I thought about my complete sound quality, orchestration, and the context? I may have planned for the sound. I may have planned a particular kind of background music. But if I start working on my effect soundtrack and I feel those effect soundtracks are very lyrically being worked, why should I add music? You are expecting like mechanical transferring. This is a creative process of audio, visual, spatio-temporal, structural logic of experience. Don't be under impression. Just stick it music. Most of the people, they don't get anything, add music. You never worked on your soundtrack, which will have 8 different layers of the soundtracks. And this is where this music, background music, you may have some intention, the logic while you are writing a script, but probably even the track mixing, I remove that. I start going out of that. I go towards a window, but I start going towards a window which I have thought about as the crow. And through the crow sound, I blend it with the train sound and I reach to the village in which he used to play. I'm not using music as that. So sound transitions, music transitions, audiovisual transitions, audiovisual patterns, audiovisual rhythmic or the flow patterns. Who's going to work on it? And that's what I'm saying. You think director's work means go just act, do something, say blah, blah, blah in the dialogues, tell somebody. No, 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 no. It's a complete. I may have taken 20 dialogues, but out of that, 8 dialogues are cut on the face of a woman. Now the whole pattern will change and shift the character logics when I edit it. Therefore, it happens. Film every time grows. Certain creative decisions are taken. They may be wrong. I'm not saying. In the factory, whole machine sound is coming. And at a particular point, I suppress that sound. Only the rhythmic pattern of kach, kuch, kach, kuch, sound is coming. I put that sound, make a rhythmic pattern and convert it into music. And I'll tell my sound person, layer this. Now I want to use the mechanics becomes a rhythm pattern. And the rhythm is the music of his life, which is going to get broken when the machine stops, that he'll be thrown out of the job. All various creative decisions are taken various times. That's why you give this audio, visual, spatio-temporal experience to the audience. That is what it is about. There are visual special effects, there are sound effects, there are so many things you have to consider. People don't make position for silences in that soundtrack. They overstuff all the time. And the character gets drowned completely. No, that is not. Creative decision is taken at every stage by the director with the technical support or other kind of a persons who are contributory asking him, telling him, and then he says, oh, I want this. I want to cut the next 35 seconds with only hands in the fight sequence. And then the rhythms chosen into hand aspect of swords, and in which he feels that there's a music, and the music leading to death, which is thought about. Don't be under impression it's a absolutely silly, idiotic, mechanical process. We use machines, but we create something. Machines don't have that context. Creatively handling, using throughout from idea to the screen process, finally it reaches the screen. There are so many creative decisions with the help of other your support persons. Cameraman says that this is my trolley going, you have planned it. And here when the character is looking at that photograph, and as he lifts the photograph, Camera doesn't go to the photograph. Now the camera travels to his eyes. Now photograph is covering his face. You don't see the photograph, but you see the tear-filled eyes. And then I dissolve to the sound, or rather add the sound of the rain and slowly go to the raindrop moving into the flow, which I may take a very different creative decision in my post-production activity. Don't think it's a mechanical process. Audio, visual, spatio-temporal, creative decisions are taken with the help of supporting and creative minds, but the decisions and the final experiential logics is created with one mind looking, taking decisions. Sometimes whole scene is removed. Out of, let's say 20 dialogues, only on 3 dialogues and the silences I work the impact of the film. You may say the scene was 3 minutes, 40 seconds long. Here I wind up in 65 seconds, but that's more impactful. That's my creative decision on the table and my whole sound design changes. So don't be under impression. All this notion of a creative aspect of cinema is too either crudely mechanical, or sometimes I may call it idiotically silly. It's a journey of experiences, creative sensibilities, sharing those creative sensibilities together, including lighting. The camera moves towards the face of the character. Close shot. Camera moves. The traveling time in the trolley is 20 seconds. Then when the camera starts traveling, you start seeing the face is going slowly dark. That is not because the window is getting closed. That is where the chances of getting released from the jail or that trap is getting reduced, which is some light, which is an interpretative light, is being used. And when the camera goes closer, only you see the 2 sparks in his eyes that he's still keeping the hope that he will come out of the jail. Now, all the creative interpretative decisions are taken with the technical support system at various stages, and that is filmmaking. Don't think at it as a mechanical logics. The simple shot of a character looking into the mirror, whether the camera has to the mirror image eyes or camera has to pulled back with a trolley and the character just turns and you see the extreme close shot of close eyes in front of that camera. Yeah, we play with magnification. Therefore, it's audio, visual, spatio-temporal construction of an experience which audience have. It may be very different. I may be sitting in a room, nothing is happening. But the raindrops falling, in my emotional psychology, you hear when actually it is a sunlight outside. That's interpretative logics. And that is where those who are interested in direction, if they're thinking it a mechanical thing of doing some kind of an idiotic thing. No. It's a creative journey. Something understanding, something expressing, something revealing to self. On the editing table, you start seeing films differently. When you go for the soundtracks, you start realizing the audio-visual spatio-temporal structure differently. It's a continuous creative journey. Don't be under impression. This is script, this is execution, this is cutting, this is adding, this is that. Over. No, it is never like that. Yeah, if you're really interested in filmmaking, are you really interested in coming to film school? Otherwise, film school is what? It offers you to nurture your sensibilities, your capacities, your skills, your understanding in audio-visual spatio-temporal structural form, where your expression becomes a moving image medium. Keep that in mind. Most of the people say, we have done that, we have done that. No, it's not machinistic. And therefore said, it's a director's vision supported by the contributing journey. Even a guy who is looking into the camera and seeing a slight shadow coming on the face at a particular time after 10 feet of trolley pulling, that is the creative contributory journey. Yeah, some wink of the actor and he says, I'm thinking about my dead wife. Camera is coming towards me. So actor, performance, handling of actors, makeup, costume, timing, dialogue delivery. There are so many factors director has to understand, and how they are completely, totally converted into an experience or a designed audio, visual, spatio-temporal aspect. That is the director's job. That is where he opens up with his all creative energies, with the creative contributory system, somebody who has pre-visualized and make it happen. Think about it. Go ahead. Next question.
Amit sir, yes sir. Any other question which I have missed out, which is important to ask?
I hope I have
Yes,
opened
sir.
up the patterns and vistas about all the sort of removing the misconceptions of direction. Don't be a childishly looking at my profession. This is 21st century. The gadgetry and receptive levels, forms and the concepts and the economics, values are changing. Audience is changing. You have to be in a position where you practice that for next so many years and to imbibe into that capacity as a director who will keep on directing and creating different kinds of experiential cinema oriented or cinema or the moving image oriented aspects. That is your journey. And to learn that, to internalize that, to understand the various elements, the possibilities, seeing the film, taking the one event, breaking it, re-understanding it, dialogue delivery pattern, how the handling of actors, set design, costume, makeup, material, lighting. That's what you require film school. Yes, it's a very interesting journey to become a maker, a creator. Okay, if you really want to join us, join. We'll be there. So after 3 years or 4 years or whatever it is, you'll feel confident. So that if you join and after 4 years or 3 years or whatever it is, you come out, people should feel, yes, in the 21st century, somebody is there in 2025 who is equipped with this creative, technical, and the sensibility apparatus to offer interesting films in various genres and the formats to various kinds of distributory aspects. He or she is capable of doing it. Come to us. We'll teach you. We'll make you realize that understanding of audio, visual, spatio-temporal creative abilities and offer your work to the world. Join us. Okay, shall we wind up?
Amit sir, any question
Anything?
you feel should be asked? So you have to
Okay.
unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Namaskar. So those who have been receiving in on that, make note of it. It's a very interesting journey, very, very fascinating journey in the future of very interesting media.
Rupesh ji, please unmute Jabbar sir also. Let him speak.
Hello.
Okay.
Jabbar sir, बोलिए.
Samar is there?
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
there.
yes.
Samar. So no, point is I wanted to know from the most of the people who are asking questions, they have a definite question in mind that when they join the film school, how these all aspects you have explained as a complete cinema is going to help them. How the film school training is varied today in today's times.
Okay. Shall I answer that, Jabbar?
Absolutely, Samar bhai, aap answer
Okay.
कीजिए.
See, try to understand. It's a complete production where there are so many contributory factors, including the people working in it, from idea to screen process. There are various factors. When you come to film school, you start realizing various aspects. So one is even how to decode meaningfully a film so that you understand the audio, visual, spatio-temporal language going on for last 100 and plus years, the milestones, the filmmakers, etc. But when you actually start working, you have to nurture yourself with the support systems of idea, processing, writing, scene construction, location, space, value, character, characterization, execution, shot breakdown, okay, shot taking, camera, lensing, sound, editing, track laying, performance,
okay, various aspects connected to it, blending all those contexts together, adding to it this audiovisual spatio-temporal nature, what kind of an impact it casts on the audiences, what kind of a way it reaches audiences, either emotionally or felt as an experiences. There are gadget, gizmos, there are operative elements, there are pre-production, production, post-production activity, casting, makeup, costume, music composition, background. That is what our school is going to offer to you. So it's a complete journey into making that. Then you can branch out and go into whichever area you want. And therefore, then what is a film school? Film school opens it, then goes to your creative energies, shape those energies in a particular perspectives and destinations, go out and go into the industry or the system where you can practice and make this product or this context and show it to the audiences. And that is why the journey is a very interesting, enchanting journey. Most of the time up till now you are receiving or somebody is telling you about this film is like that, I don't like this film. No. It's like going out and having a food. What goes into that food, how to make that food interesting. And you will be the creators, contributory creative factor which you want to go. And in the journey, in the system, in the industry, you will have a very firm sound platform, base, which you confidently say, this is my profession. I've taken it and I will show my artistry, creativity with my things, because you're going to practice it for almost 30, 40 years. You'll be creating a film where after 30 years, where the child is not yet born. You're going to use different kinds of techniques from animation, spatial effects, sound effects, this, that, blending, re-recording, graphics, artists, makeup, costume, design, location. It's very, very interesting, fascinating journey. Are you really interested in entering into that fascinating journey? Then you will have to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. It's an enchanting journey. Andar aa jao, aisa maza aayega na. You'll really love it. Because then you see your films on the screen. Ye maine banaya, I've made it. That is the point.
Okay, shall we wind up for the day? I hope the session has been interesting.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a session which will provide answers. It's supposed to be a session which will raise lots of questions in your mind. Okay? All the questions cannot be answered in a space of 1 hour. Otherwise, we would do a film school in 1 hour, right? It actually takes...
It's an experience.
It takes life.
What you do is stay in touch over Facebook, and this is only the second in our series of 10 webinars. You still have a way to go. You can take a decision to join us anytime. I'm not saying join me today, tomorrow, day after, whenever you feel like it. This is just an introduction to filmmaking that we are providing, because we believe that if you follow this series of webinars, you'll be able to understand the dimensions of your own interest. Am I interested enough in filmmaking to pursue it for a lifetime as a career? Or am I only interested in it casually to just make films which will end up on YouTube and nowhere else? They have to answer those questions for yourself. And we hope that our webinars will be of help. Okay, thank you very much for attending. Thank you, Samar Bhai, once again for an enlightening lecture.
I hope
Over to you,
young
Rupesh.
minds more enthusiastically come forward and join us. We are here to welcome and offer you the best of it. So you go proudly saying that, yes, I acquired that power and the knowledge and art of making. Thank you.
Chaliye. Rupesh ji,
Thank
we
you
wind
so much,
up.
sir.
Yes,
Thank
wind
you.
up, sir.
Wind up.
Thank
Thank
you
you very
much.
much,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
All the best and goodbye.